Greetings everyone, it's fantastic to have you all here. I'm Deepal from AG Consultancy and Apps. Welcome to the third video of the series of Smart EX. In the last video, I talked about Smart EX Desktop and I showed you how EX inspections are managed there. Today, I'm going to take you through Smart EX Mobile and show you how inspections are recorded in the field using a mobile device. I strongly recommend you watch the first two videos to understand today's better. I'm sure everyone is ready. Without a further ado, let's get into it. Let's start with something we're familiar with. IW38 transaction, list of work orders. I'm going to select one particular work order, and as you could see, it's an EX inspections work order. If you pay close attention to its system status, it indicates MOBI, which means the work order has been already dispatched to the field, to the mobile device. Let's have a very quick look at the inspection scope. As explained in the last video, it has three equipments: oil heater, ESD valve, and a limit switch. And as you could very clearly see, no inspection have been recorded. Have a mental picture of the work order and its current state, because we'll be revisiting it after the next step. Now let's go down to the field where our technician is ready with a tablet in hand to perform inspections. What you see right now in screen is how technician sees the mobile device. Upon clicking the indicated icon, Smart EX Mobile is launched. There is one general work order and an inspection work order. I'm going to select the inspection work order. As you could see, there are a number of different options in the screen to work with. That's for the entire workflow for the work order. I'm not going to go through all of them today, but let's look at some of the key features. If I go into the operation, I can see all the work instructions in detail listed there. Naturally, this will be the starting point for any technician. I can also access the user manuals and any other documentation that is relevant for this piece of work. Very handy for technicians before starting the work. Let's dive right into inspections. Moment I click the Smart Inspections button, it shows all the equipment that has to undergo inspections. 3 equipments as I mentioned before in this particular case. Against every equipment, the number of inspection that needs to be performed are listed there. Not only that, the type of inspection, as in visual, closed or detailed, as well as the EX class of the equipments are listed. They both together decide how many inspections need to be drawn in from the electrical standard. Let me select the oil heater. It has 22 inspections. In addition to that, some key information such as last inspection date as well as the type of inspections performed has been provided. Now this is really helpful for the technician to decide whether there's a need to change the inspection type this time around or not. Recording inspections is fairly easy. All you have to do is select the inspection criteria and select the option pass, assuming it's a pass. Well, that's one way of doing it. But what we usually advise the technician to do is to look at all the inspection criteria, go ahead and perform all the inspections, then come back and start recording results with pass all option. As the name suggests, this will set everything to pass. Then you manage via exception. This makes things easier for the technician. Let's assume one particular inspection has failed. So all the technician has to do is select the inspection and go ahead and change the value to fail. Moment you change the value to fail, system mandates the reason for the failure. Not only that, technicians can enter more details via text as well as via photographs. All this comes really handy for remediation work. Let's also assume one of the inspections had to be marked as fixed as well. Same as failure, select the inspection criteria and change the option to fix. System mandates a reason this case as well because it's needed for reporting. I'm sure you also notice the passes are highlighted in green, fails in red, fixes in amber. Same goes for the equipment as well. In this particular example, there is a failure, so the equipment is flagged as red. Let's look at the second equipment. It has 16 inspections because it's a visual inspection right now. Let's assume I want to change the inspection type in this case from visual to detail. Doing that is fairly easy. All I have to do is click the relevant button and then from the list select the right option. In this case, I'm going to select detail. As you could see, inspection scope changes to detail inspections. 45 inspections now. To keep things simple, I'm going to assume all of them are passed, so I'm going to use pass all option just like I did before. I'm also going to submit the results because I'm going to finish my shift now. I will pick up the third equipment tomorrow. Let's go back to SAP desktop and see how maintenance office staff catches up with everything went on in the field. Let me open up the same work order we looked at before and look at the inspection scope. As you could see, first two equipments have been updated with results from the field. Against the failure, you see a failure reason as well as a notification. This notification is created automatically. No more waiting for technicians to create them manually. Against the fix, you see the failure reason as well. If I click the notification, that opens up and all the information that I've entered in the field are listed there. That includes the long text as well as the photograph. Now let's look at this in more practical sense. If I'm a gatekeeper, I'll be monitoring the notifications coming in. And what you see is IW28 transaction. As a gatekeeper, I'll be interested in every new notification coming in here. I all of a sudden see this new notification popping up. I have no idea who reported it, but I'm interested in looking into it. I can see it has come as a result of an inspection failure, but which inspection? Well, finding that out is fairly easy. All I have to go into is the last tab and everything that I needed are listed there. But I'm intrigued now. I want to see more. I want to access the full inspection scope to see what else is coming my way. All I have to do is click the work order number and it will take me there. After I observe the inspection results, I might also want to see the history of this particular equipment before instructing a fix. That's fairly straightforward. All I have to do is select the equipment and press the history report button. As per the report, the equipment doesn't have the greatest of the histories, so I might very well instruct to replace this equipment. I'm sure now you understand how easy it is to get to where you want to within Smart Inspections, regardless of what your job role is. That's a brief overview of Smart Inspections EX Mobile. Thanks for staying with me. Hope the session has been helpful and enjoyable. As always, thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.